In today's program, Connecting Cultures, our crew is going to the village of Kalpe, Karatal district of Almaty region. What similarities do Kazakhs and Koreans share? Kazakh and Korean traditions are similar up to 80%. What do we know about Korean national cuisine and clothes? Today, Mr. Min and I will prepare a dish called Bulgogi. Today's episode is dedicated to Koreans who live in Kazakhstan. Our crew is going to the village of Kalpe, Karatal district of Almaty region, to meet Alexander's son, who has perfectly learned Kazakh language and is working for the good of his village. I'm son Alexander Vitalyevich. I'm a representative of a Korean nationality. I'm the first child of my parents, then Evgenia Moiseyevna and son Vitaly Hinukovich. I was born here in the village of Kalpe on June 4th, 1999. Kalpe is a small rural district with a population of about 2,000 people. Local residents warmly welcomed the distant Korean migrants, while Alexander, who was born in Kazakh land, perfectly learned Kazakh language and culture from childhood. Therefore, his parents, without hesitation, sent him to a Kazakh school. When he studied in the first grade, he somehow tried to learn the language. And as he began to grow, he started to study it on his own. Everyone, even his parents, spoke to him in Kazakh, and he also learned Kazakh customs. And now he knows all the customs. He fell in love with the Kazakh language. He started to look for books in Kazakh. He collected an entire library. I asked him, how are you going to read them? They're all in Kazakh. But he studied the language and read it. The teachers helped him a lot. His teachers were very good. I was often asked, both during school and after graduation, whether other classmates offended me, whether they teased me for my appearance. But since childhood we grew up together, Kazakh children immediately accepted me as their own. They taught me some Kazakh words. And despite the fact that there is only one school in our small village, we have had many achievements. My diploma also hangs here. After graduating with honors from school, Alexander entered the state university named after Ilyas Jansugurov. He immediately joined the ranks of active students, participating in all events. At one of them, he was noticed by employees of Taldykurgan House of Friendship and was invited to work there. Today, Alexander is an employee of the House of Friendship. Welcome to the regional branch of the Kazakhstan Society of Koreans. Many visitors come here and everyone has a question. What similarities do Kazakhs and Koreans share? According to my observations, Kazakh and Korean traditions are similar up to 80%, and the most similar feature is respect for the elders. Since I started working at the House of Friendship, I have actively participated in the work of many organizations. One of them is the Korean Youth Movement. In fact, not only Koreans can participate in this movement, but also Kazakh and Russian youth, and indeed, representatives of all nationalities. Our main goal was to strengthen friendly relations between Kazakhstan and South Korea and my main mission within the movement is to teach young people Kazakh language. Because if you want to show respect for a country, you need to start with the language and culture of that country. Therefore, the most important thing for me is to popularize the Kazakh language and teach it to people of other nationalities like myself. The House of Friendship helped me a lot with this. On my own initiative, I opened online Kazakh language courses during the pandemic. It was attended by different representatives of other ethnic groups and even Kazakhs themselves. The first ones usually started with the basics, with the alphabet, and Kazakhs came to broaden their vocabulary. There is always something to do for young people who are genuinely interested in the development of their country. If there are more young people like Alexander's son, who respects their language and culture, who is ready to work for the good of their homeland, Kazakhstan would develop by leaps and bounds. We believe in our youth, brave like a lion, strong like a tiger, and patriotic like Alexander. Strong friendly relations have been established between the Kazakh and Korean peoples. Koreans have experienced the innate Kazakh hospitality themselves and in turn responded with sincere gratitude. Our next hero is Min Kyu Kim. Most of Min's friends are Kazakhs.
Добро пожаловать.
Welcome to my home. I want to introduce you to my friends, Айдос and Madina. We often get together at my house.
Я родился в Сеуле, Южной Корее.
I was born in Seoul, South Korea. I arrived in Kazakhstan for the very first time in 1996, after the country gained its independence. My parents decided to move here. At that time, I was 10, 11 years old, probably so. And I moved with my parents and studied here. I graduated from high school, university, and now I work and live in Kazakhstan.
И сейчас на данный момент здесь работаю и живу в Казахстане.
Min did not think that he would meet cheerful, hospitable people, but he did not feel like a stranger in another country, because the way of life, habits, and life philosophy of the two peoples turned out to be very similar.
В принципе, ничего сложного не было, потому что...
In general, it wasn't difficult because Kazakhs are very hospitable. They are very nice to Koreans who are from South Korea. They treat them very well. Even when I did not know Russian, they tried to help me out. I also tried to communicate with them. In our mentality, there is practically no big difference between Kazakhs and Koreans. The values of life, one might say, are very similar in our country. First of all, like Kazakhs, we also have respect towards family, towards elders, and our friends. The first thing that I noticed is his openness. He's very friendly, very conscientious. Of course, I really like this quality of him.
We have met Min just recently. Min is very open. And even though he has not mastered Kazakh, he understands it very well. He also speaks Russian. He tries to communicate with the locals more often. I think he adopts many Kazakh traditions, especially hospitality.
Today, Mr. Min and I will prepare a dish called Bulgogi. The main ingredient in this dish is rice. First, we prepare the rice and then the rest of the ingredients. In general, the name of the dish consists of two words. Bul is fire, gogi is meat. We use beef. In addition, we need onions, carrots, garlic, green onions, and the ingredients for the sauce: black and red peppers, corn syrup, soy sauce, vinegar, and sugar. Where do we start, Min? Let's start by cutting the meat. This is beef meat. There is no special way you need to cut it. You can do it as you like.
Как вам удобно.
Min, while you're cutting the meat, I will cook rice. That's it, we cut the meat. Madina, you cut the carrots, I will cut the onions and garlic. Okay, how should I cut it? Like this? Yes, like this. Honestly, there is no special way. Do as you want. You can cut it like that or so.
Так резать или так резать.
I will continue to cut green onions. We will remove the excess part.
Сейчас уберем.
It's better to chop the green onions in bigger pieces. It will make the dish visually brighter. But this is a matter of taste. Everyone can cut it as they like. Add salt and pepper as much as possible to make the meat tasty. After adding the spices, you need to mix everything well. So now Min will do it with his hands, right? Now let's start preparing the sauce for the dish. We need garlic for this. Now Min will show you how to cut it correctly, and I will repeat after him. That's it. We chop the garlic. Now we will start creating the sauce. The sauces will be made from the base. Soy sauce, then we add a little pepper so that it's not completely sweet. If you like a sweet taste, you can add sugar. If not, you can just add a little bit of it. Add pepper, butter, corn syrup, red pepper, sugar, and finely chopped garlic to the soy sauce. We stir it. Stir it as much as possible so that the sugar melts in the soy sauce. The sauce is cold. It will not melt quickly. That's it. We just poured the sauce, we mix everything well, and it will marinate for about 20-30 minutes.
Кухня, конечно, немножко отличается. И казаки это, естественно, мясо. Мясо, мясо, мясо. И начиная
The Korean cuisine, of course, is a little different. Kazakhs eat only meat. Koreans have much more varied types of dishes. They not only have meat dishes, they also have seafood.
Просто географическое состояние Казахстана просто не сильно развито морепродуктов, да, я это понимаю, да.
Geographic location has an influence on seafood consumption in the country. But as for the Korean food, we have more vegetables. Recently, a new generation has changed food preferences in South Korea. Before, people ate more, they had rich and full diet. But now, a new generation of South Koreans prefers to eat less. It eats healthier food. This is a new trend we have. While the meat is marinating, we will prepare another Korean dish. This is a salad, it's called kachori. To make it, we need cabbage, garlic, we pre-cut it. Also, we need red pepper and tuna oil, as well as sugar. Min, where do we start? So first, you just need to chop it finely and then marinate it in salt for 30-40 minutes. This will make cabbage softer. I did it in advance, so as not to wait for 30-40 minutes. When it's pickled in salt, the cabbage becomes much softer. You see? I'll just show you how to cut it for the process. The hard part, the root. We will remove it. That's it. I'm pouring out the water. We put pepper, tuna oil, chopped garlic, sugar, a little water for the sauce and mix all of it well. At the last moment, we add sesame oil for a pleasant scent. Our kachori salad is ready. By the way, Min is surprised every time he sees some big dish in Kazakh cuisine. The same thing, when I see some new Korean dish, even if I tried it, I say, Min, have I tried this? Today we're going to cook and I don't know what we're going to cook, but I will try it for the first time. That's it. The meat has already been marinated, and now I will fry it. The meat is without fat, so I will add a little oil. So the Korean dish is ready. Koreans and Kazakhs are similar not only in their way of life but also in culture. For example, the Korean national musical instrument, Hyunbipa, is similar to Dombra. It has the same pear shape with 5 strings. Hun is a wind instrument. It's made of clay and painted in different colors. And Hagum is a slightly elongated barrel-shaped 2-stringed instrument with a bow. I want to tell you about the national costume of South Koreans. This is called hanbok. The hanbok is divided in 2 parts, upper and lower. The top is called chagori. It's what covers the top. And the lower part is called chima. The upper part, chagori, is divided in 2 parts. It's a winter one. I'm opening it. There is also an internal one. The color can be different. We mainly wear hanbok during holidays or some special events. For the Kazakh people who declared peace and unity as the main value, the comfort and freedom of every citizen are important. As you can see, Koreans have learned to combine the traditions and cultures of the 2 peoples without forgetting their roots. This is an undoubted achievement of an independent Kazakhstan. Despite the fact that I'm Korean, I know Kazakh traditions very well. And now I feel like a Kazakh too, not just like a Korean. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the Kazakh people. I wish every Kazakhstan citizen a bright life like spring. And the most important thing now, health. In fact, we often gather at our homes, and there are different nationalities. Kazakhs, Russians, Koreans, and Azerbaijanis. We have a very friendly team, friends of all different nationalities, and this is imperceptible because we are all in sync and we have enough common interests to have a dialogue, because Kazakhstan is a multicultural country and it's not divided by who is what nationality. Everyone lives in peace. I want to once again congratulate all Kazakhstan citizens on the 30th anniversary of Kazakhstan's independence. I would also like to thank Kazakhstan that you have treated me so well for 25 years. I am sure that you will treat me well in the future too. And I also wanted to say that I love this country very much.